Hello and welcome to another Mr. Betabyte video, and this one's a little bit different insofar as we're looking at an F30 from Sony, and it has really nothing to do with these three fronts that I've got on the floor. Majority of it was shot probably about 2 years ago, and I never made an intro for it. Yeah, it's just really a collection of issues and getting a machine working, an F30 working, and yeah, it's been a difficult one to really sort of work out the best way to actually sort of make into a usable video for YouTube. But it's got a few interesting bits in there, so without further ado, let's crack on. This is a fun one. So, press play. Slowly ejecting the tape as it plays. It's quite crazy. So I actually got my my blank eye no spools test tape in there, but yeah, I always like this with the F30s. It's really crazy. So that's how far it's lifted up. It's pretty much right the way out. I mean, if that was a tape, that would be seriously damaging the tape now. So what causes that is there are three leaf switches, one at the back here, which you can barely see. You can just see the screw for it there, and then there are two underneath here. Now, I think it is actually this leaf switch here that causes the problem, and basically it's intermittent. It is just literally a leaf switch, there's no cover on it, and it just causes causes the deck to think that it needs to eject, and as you can see, it's actually going pretty well towards a full eject now. Yeah, I think we've got problems with the idler, although to be fair, the torque won't be there. Not having any tape there. It's really so far out. It's crazy. Oh, that stopped. So, put it to standby. Turn it back on, see what happens. Oh, it's still happy. But that isn't. Nope. Yeah, I think it needs a bit of work done. So yeah, quite interesting that, isn't it? It's how it sort of tries to eject the tape while it's playing. No sort of error correction there, no sort of faulting to sort of say, well, I'm not getting a signal, so I'm just going to eject, or fail or whatever, but on the other hand, it's actually not that bad, because if you know it's doing that, then you know you've got a problem with the leaf switch. But then thinking on, well, you've got damaged tape. So yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, the 711 B3 will just shut off at any excuse, basically. Anything that's causing an issue, it will just shut down, and that's it. Which is not always very helpful when you're trying to work out what on earth's going wrong. Because it has no front flap after defeat the tape in. Ooh. Yeah, it's really not happy now. Can't press play. Press play. Oh, no, it's let me do it. So that, I'm pretty certain that's leaf switch at the back. So this needs a good clean. So like I say, it's so exposed. So yeah, it causes all sorts of problems. This machine has also been in a smoky environment. I think they had a wood burner. So a certain degree of smoke entering the room, which this machine has absorbed, and yeah, caused some great problems. So now we know what's going on with this machine. I think it's time to take the back off, the bottom, and start cleaning up some of these contacts. Ew. Okay, so I'm going to take just a normal emery board, see that's quite well used, and just give these a very gentle clean. And they go back in the reverse way they came out. So to remove them, literally, you just get something very thin, sharp, around one corner, and gently with the screwdriver just pry the little clip gently back until it pops up. Then stick a screwdriver in here and do the same with that one, again with the second screwdriver like you saw me do, and it will just pop off and it will come straight apart. Then to go back together, I'm going to get it so that bottom bit locates a little hole. There's actually a bit of a fiddle to do this, because you're trying not to let the one bit move while you're trying to get the second bit down. It is possible. I think that's in. Like so. And then that's the locating little bit of plastic there. I don't know if you can quite see that. That basically goes through that hole and through the two sets of contacts. And these two clips obviously hold it back in. But I won't be putting that back on just yet because I want to give this a good clean. So yeah, do that next, I think. Little idler magnetic clutch, which I always thought was a very good idea. Okay, so I've cleaned the back leaf switch. Right at the back here, it's in a little plastic shroud. Can't get to it from the top, but you can from the bottom. Ideally, I'd like to take it out, but it's quite a faff to get that out. So what I tend to do is, I don't believe the contamination is too bad on this anyway, so I've given it a very careful file. You can just about get the file in between the contacts. And you don't have an awful lot of sort of throw movement there, but it's enough just to remove any tarnishing. They're done. I've also cleaned off the glue off the Hall effect, because it was really quite a lot of glue on there, and it does cause problems with the Hall effect device. Causes it to go. So yeah, so I think we're somewhere near being able to give this another test. So I ended up taking out the little leaf switch, and it was clean, it was fine. Main reason I did that was because it was still doing the I'm going to try and eject the tape while I'm playing thing. So to get the leaf switch out, remove this, which is the head amplifier assembly, unplug. There's enough play on the lead to sort of lift it up, unplug this, then undo the screw. You can see you can get clearance to do that. Take it out and check and clean the contacts. Then slip it back in, and this is actually adjustable. So what I'm going to do now is actually adjust this so it's correct. You can see there's quite a bit of play with the screw loose. So obviously that has to be made so it's in the right place when the loading ring is fully laced, and beautifully open circuit when it's unlaced. So we'll do that now. So a bit of a fiddle and faff, but I think we got there. So one side of it grounds, so onto chassis. Sorry for the lack of right colour. And as you can see, the deck is nearly loaded. So that's adjusted about right. Now I have to say, it was trial and error, and it is difficult to get to that screw, and I'm sure there's a much better way of doing this. But I just find loosening it off, moving it, just so it gets continuity at just the right moment, pretty much near full lace. Hopefully it should be okay. I suppose the only way to find out is to try it, but yeah, I reckon that's about right. I'm a bit concerned that it sounds a little bit noisy, but having said that, I mean, the probe is not, it's just resting, isn't it? So yeah, I think that'll be okay. So that's great. So let's get it back together. And plug this in somehow. Oh, that's clever, wasn't it? Oh. Another late night. What is the time now? 25 past midnight. That's a bit on the late side. So, pretty happy that's tight. Whoa. Gosh, didn't mean to do that. Oh, why did I do that? How did I do that? Oh no. Oh, honestly, that happened so easily. Just a bit concerned that isn't going to work now. Oh, I damaged the spring. Yeah, I've damaged the spring. Well done. That's a really great job. Oh, I can't believe I did that. How has that gone so bad? Let's wind it back. Probably the thing I did wrong was to wind it back and hope that it popped back into place. Oh, might be okay. No. Oh, I can't believe that's ruined. Oh, what a mess. That means there's a complete loading ring out. Oh, how? It's literally just caught that. That's really very... Oh. Okay. Well, I'm not convinced. So let's get this cable. So move this out of the way. Oh, track that behind there as well. Gosh, this is going well, isn't it? Just shows there's quite a lot to these. They have to be just right or not at all. So I'm hoping that will be okay. A bit debatable, isn't it? I just can't believe it. Just flicked out so easily. That's something to be very wary of. Yeah, it seems alright now. Oh well, we'll see. It'll be shocked really if I had broken it just from that tiny little accidental flick. That's a fairly good start. I'll press play. Oh. I knocked the eject button. Oh dear. So far so good. Got no movement on here yet. But it all seems good now, finally. Blimey. So, yeah, I'll leave it run for a bit and just see if it tries to eject. But so far so good. I'm not getting any movement on the motor at all, so that's good. Fantastic. So, 20 minutes later, and it seems solid. It's really good, so let's give it a go. First time with an actual tape. Ooh, a bit of a pause there, which is always a bit of a concern, but okay, so it is playing. Seems fairly okay there, but we do have snow. I'd like to think this is just clogged heads. There was a lot of tape residue all around the tape path, so I would like to think that probably that is what's causing this issue now. Cool. And we're starting to get an image. I'm not going to tell you how I'm getting an image and how I'm getting this to work, because it's wrong. But it does work, and it's sort of with the years of working on these things. Oh dear, yeah, the alignment seems out. I wonder if that's because no, it is fully laced. I think I can see what's going on. It is the pinch roll is not happy. So yeah, give that a clean. So I really wish I'd thought about cleaning the actual capstan and pinch roller before I even did anything else. I mean, it's what you do, and I forgot. So I've given it a good clean, and yeah, it's amazing the difference that makes. I've actually got a really good image, although it doesn't look it. I have got some contamination on the drum, which I will address. What I'll probably do is take off this top drum, give it a good clean, check the lower drum at the same time. But given the amount of tape residue on these, well, the whole deck, I predict it's going to be pretty bad, so I'll get that done, and it should be a great machine. I will change a few capacitors in the power supply. There's a couple of common ones that cause various issues, so I'll do that. And yeah, but otherwise it's a really nice machine, and cleaned up, it's working really well. So very, very pleased with this, and yeah, good job done. I hope you got something from this video. A bit of an odd one, this one, as I didn't show that much of what was actually done to get it working, but yeah, I hope it sort of made sense and you got something from it. So thank you very much for watching, and see you in another video.